Were you surprised by the Supreme Court ruling this morning?
I didn't know what was going to happen with the Supreme Court ruling. It was obviously surprising to a lot of people throughout the country. I respectfully disagree with it, but this isn't about the Supreme Court. This is about Sherrod Brown casting the deciding vote on the federal government's takeover of health care. The Marietta Times had an interesting comment in their editorial about Sherrod Brown. They said he was so committed to his party and his president that he forgot who sent him to Washington. And frankly, I agree with that. He held in his hands the power to stop the federal government's takeover of health care, but instead he cast the deciding vote on it. We're here at Smith Medical today, which is a medical device manufacturer, and medical device manufacturers like this throughout the country are going to get hit bad by the medical device tax within the legislation. It's going to be a job killer. Small businesses are going to be hit hard. It's going to be a job killer for small businesses. On top of that, it's going to be tough for the states. The state government here in the state of Ohio, it's going to be a tough burden when it comes to Medicaid. We're already struggling as a state. A couple of years ago, before this budget cycle began, there was around an $8 billion budget shortfall for the oncoming budget cycle, and I think the legislature and the governor were fiscally conservative in what they did by balancing the budget in this past cycle, but it's only going to get more difficult with these unnecessary burdens coming from Washington. At the end of the day, though, I think it's about jobs for our state, and unfortunately, this Affordable Care Act is a job killer for the state of Ohio.
Does this decision help or hurt your campaign going into the fall?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot smarter political minds that could probably answer that question. I know it hurts families and senior citizens throughout our state, and I'm more focused on how it's going to impact the citizens of our state than how it's going to impact our campaign. And unfortunately, it's going to have a negative impact on families, senior citizens, and small businesses throughout our state.